Disclaimer: this EAS scenario is a work of fiction. Such events portrayed in this video will not happen in real life. EAS scenarios do not predict the future. Any similar events that happened in real life are purely coincidental. This video contains valid emergency alert system tones. Playing these on the air is highly illegal and will get you arrested or fined. I am not responsible for misuse of these tones in any way. That's your own responsibility. This EAS scenario may also contain loud noises and can frighten younger viewers, and is therefore not recommended for viewers under the age of 13. If you are easily scared, I'd recommend clicking off and watching something else. Viewer discretion is advised. Law enforcement warning for Los Angeles County. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office. Several creatures have been spotted roaming across the city of Burbank, attacking civilians. It is unknown what their identities are or what their motives of attacking civilians are, but the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office will be looking into the situation further. All residents within Burbank are advised to remain indoors with all windows and doors locked. Do not approach these creatures as they may attack you.
I'll create a world where I belong when I grow up.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office and the Burbank Police Department. This is an update to the situation taking place within Los Angeles County. One of the creatures roaming across the city has broken into a gun shop, stealing a pistol, and is shooting at civilians. This creature has not yet been fully identified, but eyewitnesses describe it as being a short yellow gerbil-like creature with a long tail. All residents within Burbank are advised to lock all doors and windows and to not venture outside unless extremely necessary. If you see this yellow creature or get attacked by it, call 911 immediately. Do not try to apprehend the creature, as you will be putting your life at risk. Shelter-in-place warning. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office and the Burbank Police Department. The yellow gerbil-like creature has hijacked a semi-truck and is driving recklessly across the city of Burbank, posing an extreme risk to civilians. In addition, it has been identified to be Wubbzy from the animated children's television series Wubbzy. Wubbzy is considered armed and extremely dangerous. All residents within the city of Burbank are under a mandatory shelter-in-place order. Close and lock all doors and windows, and seek shelter in an interior room of a sturdy building, preferably on the lowest floor, away from windows, doors, and exterior walls. Going outside puts your life in extreme danger. All residents outside of Burbank receiving this message are asked to remain vigilant, and to stay out of Burbank. Stay out of the roads in Burbank.
That is the fastest I've ever seen a semi-truck speed. It's like it's moving faster than a speeding bullet. How did Wubbzy even come to the real world to steal a semi-truck? And why is he even doing it?
Good question, because I don't know either. Hopefully he stops before causing a catastrophic crash because of the speed he's going. He could easily cause a tragedy.
Yup, and I'm going to bet $5 right now that in the next minute or two, he's going to cause a catastrophic pileup. Police say he's going 100 miles per hour, but he looks like he's going even faster than that. It looks like he's going 120 miles per hour. I never knew a semi-truck could go this insanely fast. I don't even think drunk drivers would go this crazy. Holy crap. He just slammed into another car, but is still going. That car he hit even exploded too. How is he even still going, though?
Now it looks like he's heading straight for an office building. Hopefully this will stop the truck, so his rampage can end, and I really hope there's nobody inside the building.
Judging by the speed he's going, he's probably going to go straight through it without stopping. Yup, as expected, he went straight through it without stopping. Thankfully I don't see anyone in the office building, so thankfully, nobody died from that. Wubbzy is now heading for a train station, and there's a passenger train currently stopped there. He's heading straight for the train too. If this won't stop him, then I don't know what will, but I hope there's nobody inside that train either. Holy shit, that crash was brutal. It did stop the truck, but I see fuel leaking out of that tanker trailer. We'll need to warn the county about this.
Yup, seems like it. We'll have to issue an alert for all of Los Angeles County, because this could easily explode into an inferno.
You are listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station KWO37, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.55 MHz. This station is operated by the National Weather Service in Oxnard, California, and transmits from a tower on Mount Lukens in the San Gabriel Mountains. This broadcast is also relayed to a transmitter near Sandburg on a frequency of 162.425 MHz. The weather synopsis issued at 11:25 a.m. Mainly clear skies and a warming trend can be expected today with slightly cooler than normal conditions prevailing over the region. High pressure will build across the forecast area and bring dry weather and warmer temperatures through the week. Latest satellite imagery indicated mostly clear skies across the forecast area this morning, except for clouds across the interior of SLO and SPA counties, some stratus around Vandenberg after Santa Maria, and some stratus across coastal sections of LA County. Although skies will be mostly clear today, the NAM-WRF 4 kilometers is indicating a weak eddy early this morning, which should keep some patchy low clouds near the La County coast through mid-morning. However, latest AMDR soundings near Clacks showed a weak inversion through the boundary layer, so any stratus that does form could dissipate just as fast. High temps will get a boost overall today as high pressure aloft builds with 500 millibars heights around 575 decimeters across the area, around 25 decameters higher from yesterday. Offshore winds will turn weakly onshore in the afternoon. Expect high temps to jump up 5 to 15 degrees today with best warming expected across valleys, mountains and interior regions, still staying below normal for this time of year. Civil danger warning for Los Angeles County. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Burbank Police Department. The semi-truck that Wubbzy hijacked has crashed into an Amtrak passenger train, causing several deaths and causing fuel to spill out of the tanker trailer the truck was pulling. Due to this, there is a high risk of a fire. In addition, Wubbzy has fled the scene and is continuing to attack civilians. All residents in Burbank must continue to shelter in place. A voluntary evacuation order is in effect for everyone near the crash site. If you want to evacuate, do so now. Gather food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, fully charged cell phones, phone chargers, and a battery-powered or hand crank radio with extra batteries. Do not go near the crash site as you will be putting your life in danger. Civil danger warning for Los Angeles County. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Burbank Police Department. The semi-truck that Wubbzy hijacked has crashed into an Amtrak passenger train, causing several deaths and causing fuel to spill out of the tanker trailer the truck was pulling. Due to this, there is a high risk of a fire. In addition, Wubbzy has fled the scene and is continuing to attack civilians. All residents in Burbank must continue to shelter in place. A voluntary evacuation.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Burbank Police Department and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office. 3 more of the creatures spotted in Burbank have been identified. The first one is a pink rabbit-like creature with pink overalls and gray gloves, identified as Widget. The second one is a purple bear-like creature with glasses, a red shirt with white dots, and a blue tie, identified as Walden. The third one is a teal dog-like creature with pink hair, a pink ribbon, and a pink dress, identified as Daisy. These 3 are also confirmed to be from the children's animated television series Wow Wow Wubbzy. These 3, along with Wubbzy himself, have just hijacked a Union Pacific freight train carrying hazardous materials such as chlorine gas and flammable liquid, and are violating speed limits. All residents in Burbank are asked to continue sheltering in place until further notice. Avoid train tracks at all costs to prevent getting hit by the train.
We'd better be careful out here, because there's a runaway Union Pacific on the loose.
I wouldn't exactly use the term runaway. You see, that Union Pacific train was hijacked, and there's a risk of it crashing. Still bad nonetheless though.
I see headlights in the distance. We're on a line of track that has another track adjacent to us, so maybe we'll pass by this train. Wait a minute. It's on our track. And it's heading straight towards us. Quick, slam on the brakes.
We can't stop in time. We'll need to jump out. Oh. My. God. I just remembered that fucking train has fucking hazmat in it. We need to call 911 immediately.
The civil authorities have issued an immediate evacuation for the following counties or areas in California, Los Angeles, beginning at 1:43 p.m. on April 15, 2014 and effective until further notice. Message from KABC TV. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Burbank Police Department and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office. The Union Pacific freight train hijacked by Wubbzy, Widget, Walden, and Daisy has just crashed into a BNSF freight train, causing a massive fire and causing harmful chemicals to spill out of the rail cars. All residents within Burbank are under a mandatory evacuation order. Gather all the people in your home, as well as important supplies such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, fully charged cell phones, phone chargers, and a battery-powered radio with extra batteries. Tie a white or bright-colored towel or cloth to your door or mailbox to signal authorities that you have obeyed the evacuation order. Remain calm and do not panic, as panicking will only make the situation worse for yourself and your family. Follow evacuation routes marked specifically by your local authorities. Contraflow has been enacted to ensure safer evacuations. If you refuse to evacuate, you put yourself at risk of severe injury or death. Evacuate Burbank now.
Nuclear power plant warning for all of Southern California, effective until further notice. The following message is transmitted at the request of the California Division of Emergency Management. A nuclear emergency was reported at the San Onofre Nuclear Generating Station in San Clemente, California. The plant is on the verge of going into meltdown. Wubbzy, Widget, Walden, and Daisy have sabotaged the plant, causing it to lose coolant, and causing the reactor to overheat to the point that a meltdown is imminent, with an explosion to be expected within the next 3 hours. All residents within a 100-mile radius of the plant are strongly advised to evacuate immediately, while everyone within a 500-mile radius of the plant are advised to shelter in place in a secure room or fallout shelter. Fallout is radiation that is emitted after a nuclear explosion, and prolonged exposure can cause sickness and eventual death. It can only take between seconds and minutes for fallout to spread across hundreds of miles. If a fallout shelter is unavailable, seek shelter in an interior room of a sturdy building, preferably on the lowest floor, and stay away from windows, doors, and exterior walls. Take important supplies such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, fully charged cell phones, phone chargers, and a battery-powered or hand-crank radio with extra batteries. If you are in the evacuation zone, tie a white or bright-colored towel or cloth to your mailbox or door to signal authorities you have obeyed the evacuation order. If you are in the evacuation zone, it is recommended to evacuate to Northern California, Nevada, or Arizona. Do not go in the direction of the San Onofre Nuclear Generating Station. If you do not evacuate or seek shelter, you have a high chance of facing severe injury or death. Evacuate now. Repeating, evacuate now.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the California Division of Emergency Management. This is an update to the nuclear power plant warning issued 3 hours ago. The San Onofre Nuclear Generating Station in San Clemente has exploded.
releasing nuclear fallout throughout most of Southern California. Travel to the southern counties in California is now prohibited until further notice. Those who evacuated Southern California are also not allowed to return home yet, as the fallout has not yet cleared. Wubbzy, Widget, Walton and Daisy are still at large and are still attacking civilians across California. All residents in the rest of California should remain vigilant or shelter in place. A voluntary evacuation order is in effect for all of California. If you want to evacuate, do so now. Take important supplies such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, fully charged cell phones, phone chargers, toiletries, and a battery-powered or hand-crank radio with extra batteries. Do not attempt to apprehend Wubbzy, Widget, Walton or Daisy, as you will be putting your life at severe risk. Stay tuned to local media outlets for future updates.
Guys, you may want to look at this.
What's going on now?
Our system has just detected a 3-mile wide asteroid on a direct collision course with Earth.
You're joking, right?
Unfortunately, no. I am not joking. But the good thing to know is that it's much smaller than Chicxulub, and won't cause human extinction or any extinctions of any major species on Earth. But due to how fast it's traveling, which is 300 miles per second, it will still trigger dangerous effects should it impact. We don't know where it'll impact at this time, but we predict somewhere in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. We better warn the government.
Hello. Who is this?
This is the Kennedy Space Center. We have some important news for you, Mr. President.
What is this news for me?
A 3-mile wide asteroid is on a collision course with Earth, and we're expecting it to impact in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
I see. We'll declare a national emergency soon. Thank you.
This is an emergency action notification requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS operating handbook for a national-level emergency. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. We interrupt your programming. This is a global emergency. Important instructions will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air, providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is KPIX-TV. We will continue to serve the San Francisco Bay Area. If you are not in this area, you should tune to a station providing news and information for your local area. This is the emergency alert system serving the San Francisco Bay Area. Do not use the telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use only. The emergency alert system has been activated to keep you informed. We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is KPIX-TV. This station will continue furnishing news, official information and instructions for the San Francisco Bay Area. If you are not in the San Francisco Bay Area, you should tune to a station providing news and information for your area. It is important that you listen carefully to announcements from the station in your local area. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. This is not a test. Repeating, this is not a test. Please pay close attention to this message as it pertains to a dark discovery by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. NASA has just detected an asteroid on a direct collision course with Earth. This asteroid is designated as 2011 BLD. This asteroid is approximately 3 miles wide and will impact our planet within 7 to 9 hours somewhere in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, approximately 400 miles off the coast of San Francisco, California. It was found out that Wubbzy, Widget, Walton, and Daisy had traveled into space and pushed the asteroid in the direction of Earth. Although this asteroid is not large enough to destroy Earth or cause an extinction-level event, it will still impact at a high rate of speed and will therefore still trigger dangerous effects. When 2011 BLT impacts the Earth, a giant mega-tsunami will form and will race towards the states of Alaska, Hawaii, Washington, Oregon, and California, as well as Asia and Oceania at an astronomically high rate of speed. Countries like Australia, Fiji, and Japan are expected to be hit by this mega-tsunami as well. Due to how fast this tsunami is expected to travel, everything 25 miles inland is expected to experience flooding of any level. Everyone on the coastline is currently in danger, no matter what direction the coastline is facing. All beaches in southern Alaska, as well as all of Hawaii, California, and Oregon are closed until further notice. All residents within the states of Alaska, Hawaii, California, Oregon, and Washington are very strongly urged to carry out the following instructions. If you are on the beach or within 25 miles of the coastline, move inland to higher ground immediately. A voluntary evacuation order is also in effect for these 5 states. If you want to evacuate, do so immediately. Take important supplies with you, such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, fully charged cell phones, phone chargers, and a battery-powered or hand-crank radio with extra batteries. Efforts to evacuate citizens from the coastline are already underway at this time. Shelters are being set up in the following cities: Fairbanks, Alaska; Sacramento, California; Carson City, Nevada; Las Vegas, Nevada; Elko, Nevada; Baker City, Oregon; Spokane, Washington; Boise, Idaho; Salt Lake City, Utah; Provo, Utah; Phoenix, Arizona; Flagstaff, Arizona; Tucson, Arizona, among many more. You can find locations of shelters on FEMA.gov. The remainder of U.S. citizens are advised to remain vigilant. Travel to Alaska, California, Oregon, Washington, and Hawaii has been banned until further notice, and nobody is allowed to enter these states at this time. Remain calm, and do not panic, as panicking will only make the situation worse for yourself and your family. The President or one of his representatives will speak on all stations using the emergency alert system shortly. Stand by for this message.
My fellow Americans, I have been authorized to deliver the following message on behalf of President Barack Obama, as he is currently unable to speak at this time. Planet Earth is under attack, as I'm saying this right now. Creatures resembling characters from the children's animated TV series Wow Wow Wubbzy are real, and are attacking the human race. First, they started by hijacking a semi-truck in Burbank, California, then crashing a train into another, followed by destroying the San Onofre nuclear generating station in San Clemente, California. And lastly, pushing a 3-mile wide asteroid in the direction of Earth. We never thought such innocent characters made for children would resort to something as horrific as this. We don't know exactly why they are doing this, but we believe this is due to the cancellation of Wow Wow Wubbzy in 2010 and its ultimate removal from television in 2014, causing the characters to come to the real world and attack our planet in anger. The asteroid they sent towards Earth, now designated as 2011 BLT, is expected to collide with Earth within 7 to 9 hours. Its calculated trajectory is the middle of the Pacific Ocean, approximately 400 miles off the coast of San Francisco, California. This asteroid is not nearly the size of the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs, but it will still trigger dangerous effects, especially due to how fast it's traveling. This asteroid will generate a large mega tsunami that will race towards the states of Alaska, Hawaii, California, Oregon, and Washington, as well as Asia and Oceania, at a rate of speed never imagined by humanity before. Countries like Japan, China, Taiwan, Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Samoa, and the Philippines are expected to be impacted by this tsunami. Everyone on the coastline is in extreme danger, no matter what direction the coastline is facing. Everything 25 miles inland is expected to receive at least some flooding. If you are in southern Alaska, the coastal areas of California, Oregon, or Washington, or Hawaii follow these instructions. If you are on the beach or near the coastline, move inland to higher ground immediately. Alternatively, you also have the option to evacuate these states to inland parts of these states, as well as Canada, and the neighboring states of Idaho, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, Colorado, Montana, New Mexico, and many states in the Midwest and Eastern United States. As of right now, it is illegal to enter Alaska, Hawaii, Washington, Oregon, and California until further notice, due to the tsunami threat. Wow, wow. Wubbzy was supposed to be an innocent show for young children, not a threat to humanity. But we will endure. Thank you, stay safe, and God bless the United States of America and the world.
That was a message from the President or one of his representatives. We now return to the emergency alert system. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air, providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is KPIX-TV. We will continue to serve the San Francisco Bay Area. If you are not in this area, you should tune to a station providing news and information for your local area. This is the emergency alert system serving the San Francisco Bay Area. Do not use the telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use only. The emergency alert system has been activated to keep you informed. We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is KPIX-TV. This station will continue furnishing news, official information and instructions for the San Francisco Bay Area. If you are not in the San Francisco Bay Area, you should tune to a station providing news and information for your area. It is important that you listen carefully to announcements from the station in your local area. The National Weather Service and Pacific Tsunami Warning Center have issued a tsunami warning for the entire western coastline of the United States until further notice. This includes the following Alaska boroughs: Aleutians East, Aleutians West, Anchorage, Haines, Juneau, Kenai Peninsula, Ketchikan Gateway, Kodiak Island, Lakan Peninsula, Prince of Wales Outer Ketchikan, Sitka, Wrangell Petersburg, and Yakutat, along with the following counties in California: Alameda, Contra Costa, Del Norte, Humboldt, Los Angeles, Marin, Mendocino, Monterey, Napa, Orange, San Benito, San Diego, San Francisco, San Luis Obispo, San Mateo, Santa Barbara, Santa Clara, Santa Cruz, Sonoma, and Ventura. All of Hawaii is under this warning as well, along with the following counties in Oregon: Coos, Curry, Douglas, Lane, Lincoln, and Tillamook. And lastly, the following counties in Washington: Clallam, Grays Harbor, Island, King, Kitsap, Mason, Pacific, Pierce, San Juan, Skagit, Snohomish, Thurston, Wicaycom, and Whatcom. At around 6:20 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, the asteroid 2011 BLD slammed into the Pacific Ocean and generated the mega tsunami. This tsunami is believed to be around 200 feet high and is traveling at 700 miles per hour. This tsunami is expected to impact the coastline in the next 2 hours. Almost everything on the coastline will be completely decimated, and all land 25 miles inland should prepare for flooding. Everyone on the coastline is in danger, no matter what direction the coast is facing. All residents in the mentioned areas are strongly advised to move inland to higher ground immediately. A voluntary evacuation order is in effect for these states. If you want to evacuate, do so now. Take important supplies with you, such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, fully charged cell phones, phone chargers, and a battery-powered or hand crank radio with extra batteries. Travel to these 5 states has been banned until further notice, and any and all flights to these states have been canceled, being diverted to either Idaho, Montana, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Wyoming, or Colorado. Shelters are also being set up in the mentioned states. This is no time for delay. You must take action now, or you will face severe injury or death. Stay tuned for more information on this extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation.
津波警報。影響を受ける地域、日本の東部全域。太平洋で高さ61メートルの巨大津波が発生しました。直径 4.8km の小惑星がアメリカ合衆国カリフォルニア州サンフランシスコ沖 643km の太平洋に落下しました。その衝撃で津波が発生した。この巨大津波は時速 1290km で移動しており、今後2時間以内に日本の東海岸に到達する見込みです。沿岸地域は壊滅的な被害を受け、内陸 40km までの地域も浸水する恐れがあります。この放送を聞いているすべての方は危険にさらされており、今すぐ行動を起こさなければなりません。日本の東部各県の住民の皆様は、直ちに内陸部の高台へ避難してください。一刻の猶予もありません。今すぐ行動を起こさなければ、重傷を負ったり命を落としたりする可能性があります。
Tsunami warning. Areas affected. All of eastern Japan. A 61-meter mega tsunami has been generated in the Pacific Ocean. A 4.8-kilometer wide asteroid has struck the Pacific Ocean, 643 kilometers off the coast of San Francisco, California, United States of America. The impact generated the tsunami. This mega tsunami is traveling at 1,290 kilometers per hour and will strike the east coast of Japan within the next 2 hours. Coastal areas will sustain catastrophic damage, and everything 40 kilometers inland will also experience flooding. Everyone receiving this broadcast is in danger and must take action now. Everyone in the eastern prefectures of Japan are strongly advised to move inland to higher ground immediately. This is no time for delay. You must take action now, or you may face severe injury or death.
National Information Center Statement. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. Catastrophic damage has been reported on the west coast of the United States as well as Alaska and Hawaii. Many buildings along the coast were flattened, and everyone on the beach was killed instantly. Only about 60% of the population took action before the tsunami's brutal impact. Hawaii took the brunt of the tsunami, with cities like Kahului and Hilo in near complete ruins. Cities such as Anchorage, Alaska, Juneau, Alaska, Long Beach, Washington, Newport, Oregon, San Francisco, California, San Mateo, California, Monterey, California, Los Angeles, California, San Luis Obispo, California, Santa Monica, California, San Diego, California, among many others have also suffered catastrophic damage. International cities like Shizuoka, Japan, Hamamatsu, Japan, Sendai, Japan, Shanghai, China, Hualien, Taiwan, Buronan, Philippines, Madang, Papua New Guinea, Brisbane, Australia, Auckland, New Zealand, Suva, Fiji, Koror, Palau, Uklulit, British Columbia, Canada, as well as the Baja California Peninsula and Mexico, and the entire countries of Tonga, Nauru, and Tuvalu have also suffered catastrophic losses. Tuvalu is at high risk of collapsing, due to its capital, Funafuti, being completely flattened. The island of Guam has also suffered catastrophic losses. The United States and Canada are sending humanitarian aid to other countries affected by the tsunami. It was also reported that Wubbzy, Widget, Walden, and Daisy had disappeared, and therefore no longer pose a threat. However, the damage they caused still lingers. San Clemente is now mostly uninhabitable due to the San Onofre nuclear generating station exploding, and will continue to be for the foreseeable future. Search and rescue missions are also underway to search for injured survivors who were unable to evacuate the coastline. The government is currently assessing the damage, and it could take them 2 to 4 weeks to complete the assessment. Everyone who evacuated may not return home, as there is unlikely to be any home to return to, and the damage has not been fully assessed. The emergency action notification is also still in effect. An emergency action termination will be issued once it has been deemed safe to return to Alaska, Hawaii, California, Oregon, and Washington. Please stay tuned for any further updates on this dire situation.
This is an emergency action termination. Assessments of the damage on the western seaboard of the United States are finished. It is officially safe to return to Alaska, Hawaii, California, Oregon, and Washington. In addition, most of the nuclear fallout has cleared out of Southern California, and civilians are now allowed to return to their homes. The Wubbzy characters also no longer pose a threat, and everyone can now continue their normal living. The danger to United States residents is officially over. However, you must be mindful of the fact that some coastal areas have been completely decimated, and your home may be gone. If your home is destroyed, call 911 and either the National Guard, if available, will take you to the nearest military base, or the governor of your state will help you find a new home. To repeat, this is an emergency action termination. Assessments of the damage on the western seaboard of the United States are finished. It is officially safe to return to Alaska, Hawaii, California, Oregon, and Washington. In addition, most of the nuclear fallout has cleared out of Southern California, and civilians are now allowed to return to their homes. The Wubbzy characters also no longer pose a threat, and everyone can now continue their normal living. The danger to United States residents is officially over. However, you must be mindful of the fact that some coastal areas have been completely decimated, and your home may be gone. If your home is destroyed, call 911 and either the National Guard, if available, will take you to the nearest military base, or the governor of your state will help you find a new home. This concludes all operations under the emergency alert system. Regular programming may now resume. Your government thanks you for your cooperation and bravery during this dire and unprecedented event.